Good day, everyone. My name is Jovan, and in this short video, I'm going to talk about. I'll give a brief reflection about an article written by Cezar Ornatowski, and it's between efficiency and politics, rhetoric and ethics in technical writing. Very good article, and very helpful for engineers who will write in the future, and that's pretty much all of us. Um, it's misconception in engineering field that math and physics it's everything we need. It's the fundamentals we need to know, and we need to be able to calculate and design and all of that. But ethical behavior, the business part of behind the projects, the writing, communication, it's as important as knowing, being able to do math and calculate and design. So I'm going to talk about this, reflect on this article, and this article specifically focus on the technical writing and how important it's technical writing in engineering field. So very often engineers find it very difficult to communicate to audiences that have less technical background. In the real world, engineers must understand that what could easily lead to downfall in their professional workplace. As per Paul Anderson, there are at least three majors. There are at least three major sources. That can guide the engineers in their career. One, it's your personal ethics. Two, it's the ethic code set by their companies. And three is the code of ethics that is already developed by the field of professionals. For instance, that field of professionals would be for civil engineers would be ASCE or NSPE. So, as in a professional environment, especially when we are to write a persuasive paper, it is very important to stay clear of manipulation and misconception. Those are the fundamentals of persuasive writing. And there are several basic points that need to be followed or implemented in order to have a good written professional document. One, it's do not mislead, do not manipulate, and three, it's do not stereotype. We as an engineers, we're not aware, as I said earlier, of the fact that writing and communication are as important as calculations and data, for example. The secret is to be able to write a report with clearly and directly without clearly and directly stating the problem in it. And this is very difficult. Sometimes it's very difficult to write such a report. So while in school, students often write reports in which they clearly state the problem in it and send an explicit message. There is nothing wrong with ethically meaningful reports. But the problem is that these reports in real life would not pass they don't fly. They would not pass the review cycle. As was stated in the article that I mentioned earlier, how do I explain to a student without making her or him feel that this ethics stuff that we learn in school is just a school baloney? For this part of the in this particular article, it was explained the relationship between communication practices and ethical decisions. So so very often in the industry, engineers are faced with dilemmas of being honest and ethical, while in the same time being being able to tell the truth by carefully choosing the words that will affect the outcome of the report. In the article between efficiency and politics, rhetoric and ethics in technical writing, the problem is explained with an example where an engineer named Steven writes a report in which he describes an engine that does not work in extreme cold temperature conditions, so it does not perform like it was designed, and he's to write a report um, to the company that is buying the product, and he needs to choose how to describe the product that is not performing in these extreme conditions. So instead of using the word hopeless, he carefully describes the product as fruitless. And that's one example how difficult it is to write these reports and be able to um, for example, if you use the word the word hopeless, then he's aware of the fact that the particular word will put a very expensive product, an important product, in an unfavorable position. So, long story short, one will ask then what is it good writing? What does a good report look like? Or more important question, better question, I guess, would be what is technical writing and why do we need it? As per the article, a good writer is one who can negotiate successfully the subtle boundary between, on the one hand, the formal demands of clarity, neutrality, format, and effective use of visual devices, and on the other hand, the institutional, social, and situational, political, if you will, demands placed on the text. Um, a technical writer should be plain, factual, and objective, and while in the same time serve the interests that employ them effectively and efficiently. So I hope this brief video will help to the next civil engineering students generations, and will make someone to go and read this awesome article that will help improve your thinking about writing technical papers in civil engineering field. Thank you.